Good afternoon. I'm Margo with Viking Mountain Ranch, and I was just talking about how life comes at you, and you have to be adaptive and be flexible and versatile, things like that, and things that you plan out sometimes doesn't happen the way you plan them because life throws these curveballs at you all the time, and you never know when it's going to happen. It's just you have to be adaptive. Well, this morning I got up and I had a whole list of things, some chores that I had to do, and I wanted to do, around the ranch here, which is every day. We have so many projects going on, and so in between our projects, we have other chores that we have to do every day. Like feed the animals, milk the goats, feed the chickens, the ducks, the turkeys, clean the stalls, clean the poop, put new hay in, fill the water containers, collect the eggs, all kind of stuff like that has to be done every day in addition to all of our, projects and building things that we're doing. But this morning I got a text from my neighbor who's a couple miles away, and she says, well, I'll tell you what, if you come down and clean out the barn, you can have all of our old hay, and we're just going to charge you like $200. We said, okay, we're on our way. So look what we got. So we got an entire trailer filled with square bales. I mean, we couldn't pack any more. On the way here, we lost hay, down the dirt roads and stuff like that, but we got a lot of hay, and we're really happy with that. So the animals are going to be happy. So what we're going to do, we have this nice feeder that we got from the auction, and Larry painted it, sanded it, painted it, and we're going to fill it up with some hay and put a tarp on the top. And then there you go. There's the cows and the goats can eat, because the problem is if you don't have a feeder like that, what happens is they lay in it and they poop in it, and then they won't eat it, So that actually solves that problem. They put their heads through there, and then they can eat nice clean hay. We can keep it dry with a tarp. So what a nice surprise, And that's what I always say. The universe always provides. Just have to be hopeful, and it's hard to get hay. It's because there is no hay right now because of the drought. But look at that. That's a lot of hay. So the goats and the cows, even the chickens eat the hay. So now we are pretty much set for a while. So I just wanted to share that with you. And thank you for watching Viking Mountain Ranch. Inky, hi boy. Have you been fighting with Newton? Look at your horn. Don't come near that fence. You know it's going to bite you. They know. So it's electrified, and those little yellow tabs all the way down, they know not to go near the fence. Hey, Newton. How you doing, boy? Just moseying along? Come here, I can pet you over there. Come on, there you go. Good boy. That's my boy. All right. See if Newton's going to stand up. It's pretty impressive to see a giant goat stand up on two legs. He's like 7 foot tall when he does. So he's mentoring Inky. So Inky here is 5 months old. Yep. He's doing really well. You can't reach it. I know. I can't help you because the fence is electrified and I'll get shocked. I'll try to push it down. Good boy. Oh, it's so funny. When a bug flies around them, they start acting kind of funny. Is that dogwood tree good? No, actually that's a red bug tree. Sorry about that. Red bug. So these things before, in the springtime when they're just, well, in the wintertime when they're just sticks, and then in spring they start blooming, and they bloom with these beautiful reddish purple flowers first before the leaves even come out, and then the leaves come out afterwards. But everywhere you see in the springtime, you know spring's coming out, because they're like the first thing to bloom is these red buds. He's teaching Inky how to stand on 2 feet. Alright, so I want to give some props to this company. I can't say enough good things. Parmac, right here, this is our solar electric fence charger. I mean, it works like a charm. You know, when you, usually when you buy something, it doesn't work very well, you know, and you have problems with it, and that's just the way things go. This thing is the first thing ever that I can remember that we bought it, we ran the wires, we turned it on, and it's worked ever since. It's all powered by solar. So, I mean, there's no electricity charge. It's working like a charm. You can see the little gauge right here. It's at full juice. It works like you wouldn't believe. Nobody's escaped out of it. We have 2 wires. One here, one down there. They're held on the wooden poles by these little brackets. And they're held on the T-posts with these brackets. All the way down there, or just basically quite a bit of them. And they work very well. Keeps the dogs where they need to stay, keeps the goats where they need to stay. We haven't done the cow area yet because the cows haven't given us any problems. I mean, they haven't broken out. So we're going to, though. But right now it's doing a wonderful job keeping the goats in. Because that's the problem we had. Little Inky, when we weaned him from his mom, we separated him. Within an hour, he had already gone through the barbed wire, cut his face, and got over to her. And couldn't have that because he needs to be separated because he's trying to mate with her. And that's not a good thing for many reasons. But, so we put the electric fence up. He got shot, poor baby, 3 times or so, and he learned. Now it's been 2 weeks. He's been over here with Newton, hasn't even cared to leave. He's happy. He's doing well. He's actually gained weight, got bigger since he's been off the milk, because he's eating leaves and grass and bark and all the stuff he's supposed to eat. So I really am happy with this fence charger, because I was pretty skeptical. Well, it's never a dull moment. I encountered an issue here. One of my goats is stuck in the cattle hay feeder. I don't know how she got in there. She must have jumped through the bars, but I don't know why. And now she's in there. I don't know how to get her out. It's going to be an issue. I mean, it's not like I can pick her up. Curry, why are you in there? What? Hey guys. Hello. There you go. Come on, Curry. So we might actually have to bring the bulldozer with the forks on it and lift it up to get her out of there. Unless she can just jump out. So we decided to fill this pond in. It was a useless pond. It had no water in it. And then when it did have water in it, it leaked over the road. And it's not in the right spot. So Larry's clearing and we're putting in all the old debris into the pond. We can burn it as soon as it dries up. And then we decided to dig another pond in a more useful spot. Fence has fallen over. Here, I'll go pick it up. So remember when I said there was going to be a couple surprises coming along? Well, I'm going to take you and show you one of them. This one's a huge surprise. We've been trying to get this going for 8 months. So it's finally going to happen, and let me take you there and show you what it is. So we're going to walk down the road a little bit here to where Larry's clearing. So this is going to be the site of his garage. So he's cleared a really nice area on the edge of the top pasture here. And the trusses, it's going to be a metal building, a steel building with steel trusses. The trusses should be delivered this week. We already have the metal roofing. We already have the purlins. The lumber is here. So we're just waiting on the truss system to be delivered. And then we're going to start building it. So this is the building site. It's a real nice area. So that's going to be his view. Over there. And then back there is all the lumber and the logs that he's collected from clearing, because we're going to use that eventually when we get a sawmill. Now the sawmill that we ordered a year ago, we were told that it was going to take 2 more years to get it because of the supply chain issues and all the ridiculous stuff going on. So we went ahead and canceled it and said forget it, we'll wait, till it's available, or we'll build our own sawmill, because all we need is a little diesel motor, a couple I-beams, and a saw, and we can make our own sawmill. But right now we have too much going on to do that. So we decided to just go ahead and order the trusses and the lumber, and that way we'll have our building up before winter comes, because we need it. It's the inside of the building is a 60 foot by 60 foot, and then it's going to have wings on both sides. Each will be 30 by 30. So this whole area is going to be a nice big building. We can store all of our equipment in it. We can store all the attachments. And inside he'll have his metal shop, wood shop, welding shop, machine shop, all of the necessary things that we need. And then over here, this is our nice big pasture. We have a lot of clearing to do. So in the beginning of the year, he cleared a lot of this, and we planted grass seed, and we didn't think it was going to do very well, but thank God that rain came. And rain came and brought, the seed sprouted. So now let me show you. Just 2 weeks ago, this was dead. It's amazing how resilient grass can be and how resilient nature can be. Because now we have nice grass here, And well, we have some weeds too, of course, but you know, that's how it goes. We need to put some more lime down and put it on top of these weeds, because the weeds like acidic soil and the grass likes alkaline soil. So all this stuff here is called lespedeza. Lespedeza is what one of the crops that we planted because it's good forage for cows and goats, because this is like literally like a salad bar for them. There's all kind of edible things in here. There's like 4 types of grass. There's alfalfa, there's legumes, there's clover, there's timothy, there's orchard grass, there's native grass, there's Bermuda, there's nice edible sumac for the goats. This is really beautiful grass here, this stuff. There's timothy grass. So this is quite a big pasture. We have not fenced any of it yet. As it goes down there, there's a drop off and it goes straight down. So I mean, the cows are not that stupid. They're not going to go flying off the side of the mountain, but we do want to fence it. So this is going to be a nice pasture, and we're going to be able to use our hay bine and our round baler and our square baler to make some hay for the winter. Maybe to have enough hay to feed our 2 cows that's going to be left. I made an appointment today at the slaughterhouse for our other 2 cows, you know, Minion and the boy cow, the steer, to get processed, you know. So they're going to go in the freezer and they'll be appreciated by us. And then the other 2 cows, we'll overwinter them, and then we're looking to get at the auction, the cattle auction, the livestock auction is here. We're going to get some female Angus cows and 1 bull. And that way in the springtime, hopefully, you know, all goes well. But again, we have to stay adaptable, because that is what is important. Because, you know, you can't control a lot of things. And when you can't control a lot of things, you have to have second plans. You got to have backup plans. You got to have backups to the backups. And you just have to be adaptable and to keep moving on, because, you know, most of the time things don't go the way you plan. And then that's where you have to be strong and you can't give up. You know, you just have to keep adapting and you have to keep pushing on and find another way, because that's what life's about, is finding another way. Because if there's a will, there's a way. And I've heard that, you know, in my life. And, you know, you hear those cliches and it doesn't really mean anything until you really sit down and think about it. If there's a will, there's a way. And that means if you want something and you're willing to work for it, hard work, suffer for it, you know, sometimes to the point of you feel defeated, it doesn't matter, because you're not defeated until you accept defeat. If you never accept it, you're not defeated. You just find another way, and that's the secret. That's what you have to do, you know, and that's what it takes, no matter what. And, you know, I have a daughter and 3 grandchildren, and I want to instill that into them. Today's society, they give up, you know, it's too hard, or, oh my gosh, I can't. You know, and that's not acceptable. Those words don't exist. Those words in my vocabulary can't exist, because if I would have said that, I could have said that a billion times. And but I wouldn't say that, because that's not an option, you know. And the name of my channel is Viking Mountain Ranch, and I've always been proud of, you know, part of my heritage, you know, Viking. And there is no giving up, and there is no backing down, and there is no laying down, there is no defeat. You know, you choose. If you're defeated, that's when you give up. And why? Because why would a person give up on anything they wanted? What does that say about the person? You know, you just have to fight. You know, that's just the way it is. So this is what we're doing. Didn't mean to go on with the rant, but, you know, it's just something that people need to hear sometimes, you know, especially in the state of our world right now. You know, it's a rough time, you know, for everybody I know. And you have to stay positive, you know, that's it. Positivity, willingness to push on, willingness to fight for what you want. Those are very important things nowadays. You know, and I hear a lot of younger people, you know, and in the statistics about younger people with suicide, or the amount of people in counseling. I'm not saying counseling is bad, but, you know, are they getting better? You know, are they improving? Or are they just set up for a lifelong, you know, system of being stuck in counseling? You know, and I know a lot of counselors and psychiatrists, psychologists, you know, once they get you hooked, you're hooked, you know, and it's a lifelong thing, they think. So, I mean, hard work can get them up, get them going, give them a purpose. You know, it's going to take people to wake up and to realize these things, you know, about life. All right, so thanks for listening, and I'm standing on a really cool deer print. Look at this. I just saw, it's a deer footprint, and there's another one right there, and there's one right there. So this is hard clay, so they were probably here within the last week. They're not fresh because they're hard as a rock. There's another nice one here. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it. Where'd you go? Right there. But thank you for watching Viking Mountain Ranch. I hope you subscribe, and I hope you like the video, and let me know in the comment section anything. All right, have a great day and stay strong and go for it.